NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg joining me courtside with our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Let's take a look at the numbers for OG Anunoby.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
So the New York starting five. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in its shooting guard. And for the Thunder, Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward. So, Greg, when you're in the first game of a back-to-back, how much focus slips into already looking towards the second game?
Well, from a player's perspective, not much. But from the view of a coach, it has to creep in some in terms of making sure you don't overplay your stars.
And, G.A., you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
First one falls for him.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder, just an all-around terrific basketball player.
Both free throws good from SGA.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Brunson scanning the floor. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gilgeous-Alexander. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Here's Brunson. Over SGA. Brunson with another miss. Dort kicks to SGA. Outside Williams. There's the triple. Drills it from outside.
You set him up, and Williams will typically knock it down.
For the Knicks, it's been a slow start here. It's a 5-point game. Towns, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Brunson.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Holmgren. Here's SGA. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
An expert at getting into the lane and creating havoc. SGA.
Anunoby outside. Towns sets the pick for Anunoby. Jacks up a three. And Holmgren pulls it down.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Brunson against Gilgeous-Alexander. And here is Holmgren. His last outing, he had 24 points. Williams' shot is off.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
Brunson, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Well, you know that he's going to find a way to get the ball in the basket no matter what D he's faced with. He averages about 31.5 points a game. Now, here's Brunson. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Out to Bridges. New York moving it around. Anunoby passes to Hart. Here's the three. Just 4 to shoot. Cans it from downtown.
One of Hart's favorite shots there, guys. Excellent recognizing when he has the room to pull the trigger.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allie.
A bit ago, Mark Dacknault and I were able to chat. When Karl Anthony Towns was brought up, Coach immediately chimed in, saying, yeah, the thing about Towns is the sheer size that he brings. Our guys will have to be physical and make him uncomfortable around the basket to have success. Physicality and aggressiveness will be the key. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Ellie, thank you. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Well, we get a look here now at the small forwards with the fastest hands in the league and generating the most steals per game. Fourth, OG Anunoby.
I mean, if you're an opposing small forward, this could also be called a list of the league's most annoying players. I mean, they will be in your jersey all night when you're up against them.
They are an elite group of defenders. I mean, they don't just make it difficult for opposing small forwards. They pester entire teams with their activity, jumping in the passing lanes, being active with their hands and feet. Very impressive defensively.
Hart, good, and the assist goes to Towns. Hart's got 5 points so far.
You know, confidence is a big part of success in the NBA, and when Hart is assertive like this, it helps him get going.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
So, Clark, let me ask you, what makes Karl Anthony Towns stand out as a perimeter big man?
Well, I think first and foremost, his shooting ability for a big guy is unique. I mean, he can shoot it with the best of three-point shooters and from deep. Not many big guys can do that. He can put it on the floor. He's an excellent free throw shooter. He can shoot shots off the dribble as a big guy. And he can go old school and play bully ball. So, I mean, you factor in that combination of toolkit, that's pretty impressive for a guy that's almost 7 feet tall.
Now, here's Dort. OG Anunoby unable to get his last shot to go. Dort with the bounce pass. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. And that one's drained from the low block.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Now Brunson. He has yet to score. SGA with the steal. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here's Brunson. Providing around 26.5 points a game. Rarely has an off night.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Dort. They're leading by 8. Pass to SGA. Goes up on the wing. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
And usually teams go on runs, and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
us to check out Chet Holmgren.
He's been dominant over the last month, and he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation. That's why he's a top 10 shot blocker. Knicks trail by 10. Anunoby passes to Hart. Can they get it? And he lays it up and in. And that's now 7 points for Josh Hart. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Outside, Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Karl-Anthony Towns pulls it down.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
From the arc, a shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Towns has got 5 now.
Hey, you know your center is a great shooter when your goal is to get him a 3. Towns can make those pay dividends.
And it's in there.
Leading the charge. What a huge quarter for him.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They trail by 7. Brunson outside. And he's good on the 3-ball.
When your mechanics are as strong as Brunson's, there's nothing to think about. Just shoot the ball.
SGA against Hart. Nobody near Williams. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Dort with the ball. Bridges covering. Dort kicks to Holmgren. To the inside. Towns with the steal. Here's the break. Here's Anunoby. Lays it up off the glass.
Boy, they tried tying up Anunoby, but he's so strong, he was able to fight through it.
Oklahoma City leading by 5. Outside, SGA. With the floater, and it's good on the way in. He's got 14.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Brunson. Taken away by Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Puts up a 3. Buries it from 3-point range. And now it's a 10-point Thunder lead. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
And the Thunder making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. The Knicks also changing it up. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Karl-Anthony Towns. Jordan Clarkson comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Jalen Brunson.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Now here's Holmgren. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Hits it from 3-point range.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
And so here is New York after the 3-pointer from Chet Holmgren. Williams scanning the floor. To the middle. Here's Mitchell. And that comes off the assist by SGA. SGA's got his 5th assist in this one. Knicks trail by 15. Here's Alvarado. Still yet to score. Clarkson on the wing. A floater. He takes it up and lays it in.
Nice counter move by Clarkson. The defense plays him to take it to the rack. He floats one in on him instead.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks. Coach Mark Daigneault talked about the Thunder's system of player development, and he said, we try to do things that serve both the team and the individual, and then it's easier for guys to commit to it. And if that happens, then you have an environment that can be pretty powerful. Kevin, back to you.
Turning potential into production. Thanks a lot, Allie.
Way too easy for Hart. This is why the defense has to push him out of the paint.
The Thunder leading by 11. Outside, SGA. Here's Hartenstein. Holmgren against Hart. Holmgren the pass to Hartenstein. Mitchell outside. 6 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Williams for 3. It's rebounded by New York. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Robinson a screen on Williams. Here's Clarkson. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Now here's Williams. He's got 6 and out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Hartenstein. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Kolek's checked in. Here's Kolek. Hart outside. Williams with the ball. Hart covering. Basket counts. Holmgren's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
54 seconds left in the first quarter. It's stolen by SGA. Williams for 3. Robinson pulls it in.
His shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Josh Hart is one of those guys who just seems to be all over the place, all at the same time. I mean, he'll defend anybody, and when it comes to guards, there's nobody that rebounds it better than him.
First trip to the line for him here.
72% at the line this season. He has yet to set himself apart in that department.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Hart.
You know, guys, Josh Hart is somebody that's going to give you everything he's got. His combination of outside shooting and defense is really quite valuable to any team.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Oklahoma City leading by 12. Tries the spin move for 3. Mitchell. The shot misses. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the Knicks. Here's Alvarado. It's hauled in by Jalen Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. They get a hand on it. Alvarado passes to Clarkson. Hart with a screen on Williams. Inside. And they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Leaving the defender behind. That's a hard screen to fight through. Somebody needs to talk to him.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
One shot.
So it's the Oklahoma City Thunder ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
Here's Kolek, still without a basket. Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Anunoby out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Kolek in at the 2-guard position. Clark, how about the spark Jalen Brunson has brought to these Knicks?
Yeah, I tell you, I didn't see it coming in terms of how good Jalen Brunson has been, Kevin. I mean, I knew he was great in college, and I knew he would be a good pro, but to be kind of a franchise player, that's more than I expected. Playoff runs in all 3 years for Brunson in New York. Boy, he's given the franchise a jolt for sure, and he's a joy to watch.
First free throw is good. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
And both free throws good for Brunson. Second-round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
Knicks trail by 10. Brunson outside. Brunson carving out space inside.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And good that time.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
Brunson against Mitchell. Pass to Kolek. Over Joe. Here's Robinson. Here's Towns. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
The first one falls.
They are perfect from the line in this quarter and need to stay aggressively in attack mode if they want to gain control of this game.
Hartenstein's checked in for Oklahoma City. He's perfect from the line this time.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Pass to Mitchell. Joe in the corner. Robinson against Williams. Here's Joe. On the 3 off target. Knicks trail by 8. Brunson outside. Oh, Brunson got hit and still made it go.
I love the low simmer fire that Brunson plays with. He seems never to be out of control or over emotional. And when he goes inside, he's prepared to fight.
Caruso kicks to Williams. Oh, good on the triple.
I think everybody in the building expected him to make that collective shot.
With a break in the action, time for a rundown now of the most accurate shooters and small forward over the last 10 games. 4th, OG Anunoby.
And that tells you about their ability to slash through the defense and get to the hoop effectively. I mean, because you have to be getting a lot of layups to have that kind of a percent.
That's accurate, but you can't do what they've done without a superb outside shot as well. I mean, that's not a problem for this group. they certainly can drain the jump shot.
And the first one at the line is good.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Cason Wallace, he's checked in for Mitchell. And New York with a change here, too. Mikal Bridges checked in for Mitchell Robinson. He hits both from the stripe.
Did not take long for Brunson to force himself into the conversation of the upper echelon of NBA guards. Let's face it, I mean, he's that kind of player and leader and has produced at a high level.
It's Joe on the wing. Brunson covering. Hartenstein with the screen for Wallace. Lock at 6. Back to Hartenstein. Shoots over Towns. Hartenstein can't get it to go. Knicks trail by 4. Towns, a screen on Wallace. Pass to Towns. Takes the 3. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They made a nice push to keep it close.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Hartenstein taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Dort, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Isaiah Joe. And so Hartenstein nails both of them. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Here's Kolek, still scoreless. Towns, a screen on SGA. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Yeah, with his footwork and strength, Brunson is difficult to contain down low, even though he's not that tall.
For New York, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And so he hits both. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 17. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Williams for 3, and that comes off the assist by SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 assists here tonight. Brunson the bounce pass. Here's Towns. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 6 rebounds in the game. SGA against Brunson. Won't. Knicks with the rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Kolek. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Hey, with the way they're knocking down free throws, it would be smart for them to get themselves to the line as much as possible. Stay aggressive and try to keep drawing those fouls.
No good on that. Holmgren, he's checked in for the Thunder. He hits the second from the line.
And good job they're doing at the line this quarter. They'll need to continue converting those free throws.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
Hey, they've just committed too many fouls. While you don't want to give up easy shots, you also don't want to give away points by fouling. You're in a non-stop parade to the foul line.
Only 5 games left in the season. Let's quickly take a look at how the playoff field is going to stack up out east. Take a look at the Knicks. Unless they completely melt down, they should be in good position for a playoff run.
Well, I think for New York,
They're in good position, firmly in the playoff picture. They don't have to worry about the play-in scenario at this point, and that's how they want to keep it.
Hartenstein with it. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Elbow shot. And there's SGA on the assist by Wallace. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 19 points.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Towns the screen. Brunson kicks to Towns. New York missing again. For the New York Knicks, they come into this one following a loss to the Hornets in Charlotte.
yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it. So you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. The Knicks making a switch here. And a chance here now to take a look at the teams that are tops in the league in scoring points off turnovers. Number 1, the Thunder.
You know, it's not just the turnovers they're forcing. I mean, they're converting at the other end. And you know what? It puts a lot of pressure on you to play perfect.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. 7-point differential. Anunoby, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
Right there, OG uses his physical tools to his advantage. If a defender wants to get physical with him, he says, bring it on, fella, bring it on.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Anunoby.
Tell you what, every coach would love to have a bunch of guys like OG Anunoby. I mean, long, athletic, can make plays at the defensive end at a high level. And, of course, being able to knock down the three is that whipped cream on the strawberry shortcake.
Both free throws good from Anunoby. And here's SGA. 21 points in the game. Fires at the elbow. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. SGA's got 23 points.
And this is what we're used to seeing from SGA. The guy can just take over.
Hart outside. Lets it go with the three. SGA with the rebound. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Here comes SGA. Lays it up and banks it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now here's Brunson. 13 points in the game. And for the NBA, anytime there's a blip in the ratings, Clark, you've got those who will begin to criticize the state of the game. Do you find any credence there?
I think in many cases it's a bit of an overreach, an attempt to try to define something simply that's more complex, to have a simple answer for a complex situation. I do think the league is very much on the right track in continuing to listen to criticisms and then evaluate them on their merit.
And both free throws good for Brunson. The Thunder leading by 7. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, Kevin. OG Anunoby is so disruptive. He's led the league in steals. And he said, I want to be the defensive player of the year. I've always thought I was the best defender in the league. I'm athletic enough, strong enough, and smart enough to defend every single position. Back to you, Kevin.
Very confident. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. And here is Hart. Following Lou Dort's three. Here's Towns. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Hartenstein.
Yeah, you know, Towns is a big physical guy, rugged inside. He uses that size to draw the foul.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
And I think it's clear he's gotten better in that department since last season. I mean, he looks a lot more comfortable at the line now,
and the first one drops.
And you can make a case and argue that Cat is perhaps one of the greatest, if not the greatest, shooting big man of all time, and he's still got a lot of runway in front of him for his career.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well, one of the ways you mark consistency is looking at a player's efficiency rating, and Cat is generally among the best in the league.
Now here's Wallace. Nothing on the board. Hartenstein passes to Holmgren. Now Wallace. He's covered by Clarkson. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Hartenstein. Lets the three fly. And the Thunder another 3.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Now, here's Anunoby. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Here's Hart. The shot, no good. Good D by Holmgren. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Wallace kicks to SGA. Back to Wallace. Hartenstein with a screen on Clarkson. Wallace down low. He's covered by Clarkson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein. The Knicks making a switch here. Alvarado's checked in. Now Brunson. He's got 15. Pass to Alvarado. Launches it. New York missing again. The Thunder leading by 11. Stolen by Brunson. And a fast break now for New York. It's stolen by Hartenstein. To the paint. And Dort gets it to go. Dort's got his second basket of the night.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Well, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder winning their last game against the Bulls. Gilgeous-Alexander against Brunson. Spins. And Jose Alvarado is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
And the Thunder making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. Robinson's checked in for the Knicks. Hartenstein passes to Dort. And here is Holmgren. 5 on the clock. Looking for Wallace. He gets it there. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
As his career progresses, Holmgren will expand his passing skill.
Brunson outside. Pass to Hart. Down low. They need this one. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Holmgren. Clark, one thing about Mitchell Robinson, he has got great rim protection, rebounding, and a nice sense on the floor of what to do.
Yeah, he's a big guy that really wreaks havoc on the glass. I mean, his size, jumping ability, and timing, along with his nose for the ball, forget about trying to keep him off the glass. He's getting offensive rebounds, and he's an excellent finisher, rolling out of picks for the lob. And, you know, Robinson's length is really impressive, and he uses it quite well to wipe away shots. He is an elite rim protector.
And he sinks the second. The Thunder leading by 14. And stolen by Hart. Here's Clarkson. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Fighting his way inside, Clarkson shows good body control.
Oklahoma City's gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. Wallace outside. Hartenstein passes to Dort. 6 to shoot. Here's Wallace. Off target from outside.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Pass to Brunson. Robinson sets a screen for Brunson. Brunson for 3. Likes the look and drains it.
As you'd expect from Brunson, he makes a smart play. He's got great instincts as a basketball player and floor general.
Back to Mitchell. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Mitchell Robinson. The Thunder shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First free throw is good. And the Thunder with some changes. Alex Caruso comes in for Dort. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Wallace. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Now, here's Hart. 13 points in the game. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against Alperen Şengün and the Houston Rockets. Then on Wednesday, they'll face off against John Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And that game against the Hawks, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
Holmgren gets the bucket.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Here's Alvarado. Covered by Joe. Here's Brunson. Robinson kicks to Hart. And again, it's a New York three.
He has certainly shot the ball well here, trying to lift his team up.
The Thunder leading by 11. Joe passes to Mitchell. Beyond the arc. Knicks with the rebound. Robinson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Holmgren with the steal. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Driving the lane, and the shot is good. Hart's got it back down to within single digits for the Knicks.
How about Josh Hart making beautiful music all day long? They have no answer for him.
Pass to Hartenstein. From 13, the Knicks pull it in.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Thunder. He's at the quarter-century mark. 25 points for him in this game, as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
I'm here with Mark Daigneault. Coach, how are you feeling about the offensive performance in that first half?
Pretty good. Obviously, we got to get them under control on the defensive end. I thought they played in a pretty good rhythm, but I thought our energy was good. I mean, we got to stack some stops first. We got to get them out of rhythm, but I thought our offense was pretty good. We moved the ball. We played the way we want to play.
You have to set the tone next. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. And folks, don't go away. Halftime is here, and we'll be right back with you after this break.
Welcome, and fellas, what a half it's been for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, also known as SGA, and he hasn't been MIA today.
Gilgeous-Alexander is doing everything. Has total control of the offense. Reminds me of my good friend Kenny the Jet Smith.
Oh, Shaq, he didn't have to. But yeah, I wish I had his height when I was playing. I'll tell you, that would have been fun.
Okay, time to shift focus. Looking at some games coming up later on tonight. The Nuggets playing at Ball Arena as they go up against the Warriors. That one gets going 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific.
I'm looking for a possible upset in that one.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we've opened.